Am I live? Am I live? Can you see me? I wanted to come in early to see if everybody can hear and see me. And I wanted to make sure what I'm doing is right. I'm in through YardStream. I'm not in YouTube. So is that right? Hi, Mariella. Hi, Jenny. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know where to look. I'm looking. All right. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try to. Hi, Grace. Oh, you guys are here. Everybody's here. All my friends supporting. All right, I'm just going to minimize my stuff a little bit. I wanted to just jump in a little early so I can make sure everything's all good. Okay, I think that's good. La, la, la. All right. How's my hair? Okay, good. All right. Now, I'm going to ask you guys, since I think everybody's here has probably used YardStream. Now, I went go live in YardStream. Now, should I be doing something through YouTube instead, or is this how I'm supposed to do it? I think this is right. For some reason, I felt like I needed to have YouTube Studio up and go through there, but I wasn't 100% on that. Only StreamYard. Okay, yeah, thanks. Okay, thanks, Mariella. She was also being my cheerleader right before, giving me some texts and some support. So it's just great. And everybody's been so great. Today sucked if you saw my post. So I'll get into that a little bit later. So yeah, let me get my notes up so I can try to stay on track and make sure that, I can be aware of everybody's time. And also, please be patient because I'm learning my way through StreamYard. I went and rewatched Mariella's other live with Calamity Jane and Amy. And I don't know where I was looking at, you guys. I am all over the place. So I rewatched that to learn a couple more things and make sure I actually missed some things. So I strongly recommend, if you guys do want to do StreamYard and stuff, go back and rewatch her part 1 and part 2 to learn a little bit more in depth and of that. So, all right. So welcome to my first live stream. My name is Britt, and today I'm going to talk about a couple of different topics. Well, a few different topics. So all my things, all the things that I've gathered, bought in through my journey, and I use like as tools, and I use them not only through my GLP1 journey, but some things I've started using when I had gastric bypass back in 2013. So when I had my, when I started GLP1, I decided, okay, well, I know some tricks of the trade on calorie deficit and some things that I want to get. So I ended up repurchasing some things because that was so long ago, and I stopped using some of those things too. So I'm going to go ahead and go over with that. I'd also like to go over some of that new Eli Lilly information we got about the quick pens today, and then some YouTube information that I had today, and have a discussion with you guys and see if maybe they're on the lookout for us, or maybe there is just a troll on the lookout for me. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to go back to these comments for a second. Okay, Lynn. Hi, Lynn. Awesome. Okay. All right, guys, so let me get back to my notes, and we're going to get started with some of those tools and things. So some of the things that I'm going to be talking about are apps, supplements, some of the things I got for my skin and hair care, just a regular GLP1 things that, we've talked about and discussed in this community, and things that I find is helpful for me, and hopefully it'll be helpful for you. I am always on the search for new items in all of these categories. So please, please, please give me some of your ideas, and let me know if you've had some of the things that I've tried and maybe you didn't like it and what your experience was. So leave the comments. I want to hear all of that. All right. Who's on the treadmill? Hold on. I saw that, Lynn. Oh, Lynn. Okay, girl. Get it in. Thank you for letting me be part of your treadmill experience. All right. Okay, so the first stuff, and I have like this table over here of like all my things. I try to like organize them in the order I wanted to discuss. So hopefully that'll help. All right, the first category, because I put them in categories, y'all, is the shot category, the actual shot. So when I got my information from Eli Lilly, because that's who I go through for getting Zepbound. I do the vials as of right now. And so I researched and saw, what I needed and everything. So a couple of the items that I got, first and foremost, everybody needs our, biohazard needle disposal. I know there's another one for the pens. Let me know about the pen ones and what ones you guys use for the pens, because I'll be needing one. And this one is just a small one. It's a tiny one. So I got this on Amazon. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, I forgot to say, I'm so excited. So, I'm excited. I need to tell you guys that most of these things that you guys are going to see today, I did get through Amazon. I did go through other things, and I'll let you know through the other stores that I purchased the things. And I mean, to be honest, it's mostly either Walmart or Amazon. And so today I started an Amazon affiliate or partner or whatever that is. So in a little bit, once I go through all of this stuff, I'm going to show you guys my little, I don't know what it's called because I'm new. It's like my lists, I guess, my idea lists. So I'll show you guys that, and I'll give you guys the links. And yes, I do make commission off of it. So I ain't making commission off of YouTube. So, and these things, I'm not going to be sharing these things unless I've personally used them myself and I like them. I am not that type of person. And let's get started. Okay. Again, let's get started again. So after this, the next thing I purchased was the alcohol swabs. The little, I don't have any certain brands, you guys, but I highly recommend that anybody that's doing any type of injections have an extra pack. Now, I, again, get Eli Lilly direct, and they give me 8. They give me 8 of these pads every week. However, you might need an extra pad. One time I had gotten my leg all ready and then gotten a phone call and went and done something, and then my leg wasn't ready anymore, so then I had to use another one. So by the time my last shot was around, I was 1 wipe down. So I made sure to get extra alcohol wipes. All right. So I'm going to go through these comments again. I'm going to go kind of back and forth. And see, thank you, Mariela. Yes, hit the like. The container, I sent it for mine through Novo Nordisk site. Okay, so you got it through Novo? That's cool. I wonder I'm sure if Eli has, it's probably expensive, but this one was pretty cheap. And I've got 21 needles in here, and that's because 2 of the needles bent and I had to that's why, but I've had 19 shots so far. And there's still plenty of room in this little tiny one. This is like it's 1 quart, the 1 quart sharps. And it was pretty cheap. So, okay. That was the sharps container, alcohol swabs. And the last thing is actually a travel kit. And I have one of those travel kits. It's going to be on my Amazon. Well, it is on it. And I can't find it. I went and I looked in 2 suitcases, which were the only 2 I brought with me on my last trip for work. And I'm just baffled because I have no idea where it could have been. And the only thing I could think of is if I left it in the hotel room, which means that I'm just now realizing that. So that sucks. Yeah. So, all right. The travel kit they have one for the vials is the one that I had, and it actually had room for all 4 vials, but I just, needed one, and it worked pretty good. I just had a flight from here to Nashville. I didn't need anything. As soon as I got the hotel, the little water pack, was ready. So hopefully if you didn't have any longer, how long was that flight? 4, 5 hours, maybe? I don't know, because I had to take a pill because I was get very bad anxiety on planes and stuff. So I feel like it was a 4 to 5 hour flight, and it worked okay. And I really would like, obviously, one of those electric ones. Oh, the USB port, but those things are so expensive. And I'm going to be eventually getting one for a pen because I do travel for work and stuff, and I'll be needing that travel case. So yeah, that is the stuff for the actual shot that I use. Those are some of the tools that I have, and make sure that I have backup. Another thing to have backup on, and I should have, is gauze, extra gauze. Definitely make sure that you have extra gauze. All right, let's see my comments. What do we got going on here? They send it to you and you send it back once it's full. Shut up. You get to give it and then give back. That is really cool. Jenny says, let's see. Okay, I'm going to try out. Does this show? It does show. Okay. I thought it said, because I have the free version of StreamYard, and I swear it said that I had to have the core version. And what it looks like is you have to have the core version in order to show them all on the stage, but I can pick them. So so cool. I'm going to put them all on the stage. So Jenny says, I've always been curious about those travel packs. I may need one in a few months. Does it keep them cool? Yeah, like I said, obviously you heard me, the one that you have to keep cool, like the little cool packs that you put in the freezer and stuff, that doesn't last as long. It's the plug USB ones that you can charge. That's the way to go. If you travel a lot, and if you're going to be traveling a long time, like anything, I would say, I wouldn't want to risk anything over 4 or 5 hours personally, without knowing that you're going to be able to refreeze a bag or have an extra, something to keep them cold in. So for sure. Everybody's having dinner again. I'm going to be going to the gym afterwards, and then I'm going to have my dimmer. That was hard to say, gym and dinner. Which is going to actually be a little late for me to eat. I like to eat an hour or 2 before I go to the gym. And yes, I said gym. I started going to the gym last week, and I'm happy for it. I'm glad I did. It's been 4 months. I've been working out at home, and I'll actually talk about some of the things that I did at home as well. Okay. Oh, I have to hide that comment. Okay. All right. Oh, 3 hours. So Jenny's trip's 3 hours. So you should be good. Yeah. With that one. You can go to Amazon and find one. You can go to the Amazon store that I'm going to share with you and see it and pick your own color. I got a pretty purple lavender one. That's the one I have. It's my favorite color is purple. So really anything purple, I'll go for. But yeah, any of them, I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to start selling them in Walmarts and other stores. Everything and everywhere, as we know, is like GLP. They're marketing GLP everything, and more products are coming out in the more common places that we shop too. So that would be good. All right. Oh, Jenny, that's awesome. Now you have all the machines, tingling, strength training too. I really miss the gym for the machines. Yeah. And that's why I went, because I think my max weight is 15 pounds. It's like 3, 5, 8, 10, 15. It's weird. I picked all of the, it's weird. So, and then my husband has this nice one that I put on the Amazon. He's got a better one, but mine are all pretty. Like I got the Jessica Simpson purple ones I found at Ross. And then I got, some other lighter lavender ones I actually found at Five and Below. Mine's a bunch of mix max, but my weights were done. All the things I had at home, even my walking pad that I got just wasn't enough anymore. So I was like, all right, I'm going to kick it up a notch, especially once I hit month 5. I was like, it's about time. Oh, thank you. Like my Costco haul. I'm always worried about doing those. There's so many creators that do those, but I feel like sometimes, I've only done 2, right? But like this last one, I was like, I'm going to do one because I knew that I wanted to go check out those protein pretzels. And I don't think I've seen anybody show those here. And I was like, okay, I want to show that. And I was really hoping for more deals at our Costco, Mariella, but there was really nothing like I wanted to. All right, Grace. Well, let's see. Oh, sorry. Hold on one second. I'm going to hide that real quick. Grace. When we cruise, Jenny, it's the only time I get to do the machines. Hubby and I talked about joining the gym, but truthfully, I can feel myself starting strong and then coming up with excuses for not going. That's 100%, Grace. I did that too. I thought about joining the gym after month 3, and then I talked myself out of it for month 4. And then my last weigh-in, the weigh-in when I did 0, I think, and I mentioned about the gym, I believe I went ahead and I joined Planet Fitness again, like a day or 2 after that video. And then I went a couple days later and stuff. So, and the best time is the first time of the year. They still have, a lot of the gyms and stuff have really good deals and things. And I personally am still intimidated. I don't feel like everybody's watching me at the gym, but I really, really want to go and do the bar weight and then the squats. I want to be that girl, right? I'm too scared. I don't even know what I'm doing when I get to the machine, let alone I'll be on somebody else's YouTube, one of those people they're making fun of or something, or on that fail video. I'll do, that would be me for sure. All right. Mariella's question. What do you think about the multi-pens from Eli Lilly? Well, that's a great question. I'm actually going to get back on track because I have the whole Eli Lilly discussion I'm going to talk about real quick. Shortly after my tool stuff. So, okay, let me get back to my notes, guys. And then, all right, so I talked about the shot thingies. My next category is my food category. All right, so I think I've gotten a little fancy here, and I'm going to share. I think I can share some stuff. I figured it out earlier. So my first thing in the food category would be my fitness app, my FitnessPal app. I am, I guess, addicted to it because let me get my phone out. I don't even know how many days now. I'm over 100 days that I'm a weird tracker, and you guys are going to know I'm one of those people, and I'm old school. I still may write down grocery lists. I have tons of different planners, notebooks. I collect them. I used to, like back in the day, I used to have, you guys remember those big, thick daily planners with the, Velcro strap, and it had, everything in there. I loved them. I had them all the time. So with my FitnessPal, I don't know what it is this time around because I have used it for years. I've been a member of it since before gastric sleeve, and that was in 2013. And I've been using it ever since, however, on and off. And I'm serious. I would go maybe a few days and then not. I would not use it consistently. Yeah, I said that right. So I'm at 130 days. I've only got my milk, and I don't know if you guys can see anything in here, but yeah, you can't. But anyway, so let me talk a little bit about MyFitnessPal. So I use it to, yes, track my food. I use the free version. I do not use the premium. Now, I've thought about using the premium version because I do want to like check out macros, but I think I'm going to wait until I go into what I'm hoping is body recomposition if I reach my goal weight, and then I can, maybe, because at that point, if I reach my goal weight, I'm sure my booty is going to be wall. Like, as we know, on these GLP1s, we all kind of really lose our butts. So I'm thinking I'm going to have some body recomposition at that point. And maybe that's when I'm going to like really track my macros and all that good stuff that MyFitnessPal offers. But for now, I just use the free. Now, also with that, okay, let me get to the stuff. So what's really cool is, so here is like a tracker. I love to look at this. Do y'all look at this? This is my weight from, I think only, did I do this? Oh, 6 months. It's right there on the top right. Sorry. So this is, look at that. It's crazy. That's crazy. So I love looking at this, and you can change it from 6 months, 3 months, a week, a year, however you want your little track to be. So that's really cool. Also with MyFitnessPal right here. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize this screenshot had it. 130 days. It tells me I've lost 37.7 pounds. And then it has all these other tools. Now, what's really cool is this weekly report. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if, I have several apps actually give us a weekly report. I didn't pull this one up, and I'm not sure if this is a premium feature now or not, but that would be cool if it does a weekly report. So MyFitnessPal for my food tracking. Now, for any things to eat and stuff, I highly recommend a food scale. So I just got this one at Walmart, and this, I can't remember. I think it was like $13 or under, something like that. I got it a long time ago, but there's several of them in Amazon also that I've used before. Some are like $6.99. I'm actually going to be upgrading this one. It's worked pretty good. I don't know. It just says digital kitchen scale, so it's not anything, but I recommend it because what I started doing was measuring my food. I didn't even start measuring my food when I had gotten gastric sleeve. I had measured it as far as a half a cup. That was my measurement, I think, for that, because that's all I could eat for a few months and stuff, which is insane. And if you know about that. So I started to actually weigh everything. So one of these was fantastic. And then also measuring cups. You guys, you've got to have measuring cups, right? I actually am ordering some new ones. I'm getting a new kitchen aesthetic. So right now we are in my in-laws. They have a casita, and we've been staying in it as our property is going to be renovated up north, and we are hoping to build a tiny village. So that is actually something I'm hoping to maybe, I'm really excited about that. And I thought personally that I was going to share that on YouTube, but with today, I don't know about YouTube anymore. And I'll talk about that again later. So measuring cups, this stuff was really important to me. And it's insane to see what an actual serving size is. So before I got gastric sleeve, I used to eat tons and tons of food. I could eat a whole pizza to myself. I mean, I can just go on for the amount of food that I would inhale. And then I got gastric sleeve, and the amount dwindled down to a half a cup. And then it kind of gotten a little bit bigger, but not much through the years. However, once I started the GLP1 and I started to actually measure and weigh everything, I couldn't believe either how big or how small our serving sizes are depending on what you eat. So I found that really interesting. So I recommend totally doing that on your journey, especially if you're doing a calorie deficit. All right, so I'm going to go back to the our comments. We got lots of comments. All right. Okay. I'm going to go to these questions you guys are asking and talking about with the single dose pens and all that, and Eli Lilly in a little bit. So I'll get back to those. Grace, she says, I write down groceries in my phone notes. I do too. I do too, for sure. Erin Condren planners. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm creating a planner and I'm very close to it being finished. And then it will go to print and digital, and then I can share it with everybody. But I'm really kind of proud of it and kind of scared. And I wish I could have gotten it out sooner, but I've been putting it off because I'm scared that it's not good enough. I still think it looks cheesy and it's all that. So, but I'll look into these Erin Condren because I love planners. Okay. Let's see. Mariella's talking about the insurance. Yeah, the booty makes an exit, right, Jenny? Mariella says, let's see here. This is funny to try to hit show. I used to keep track of everything in the beginning. I don't do that anymore. I think I got used to it. Yeah, and I think, Mariella, if I ever get to maintenance, I wonder myself if I would stop tracking or stop tracking as much. Yeah, half a cup, if that. Sometimes it was quarter a cup when I started. Barely anything when you get that. Okay, thanks, Grace. Yeah, the planner, I love it. And I'm gathering information from all of the sources, and I've created my own, and, pen and paper from one of my planners, I'll show you guys. And then I was like, this would be really cool. I think others would probably use it. And yeah, Grace, she says I have to say with Grace, she hates tracking. I keep wanting to say Grace from your previous name, but Grace has new name. So I apologize if you hear me go Grace or Grace, or maybe you can't tell, but I know I feel you. I don't know why I do it now. Like, as far as the fitness pal go and every day, I don't know why, because I never did it like this before. Every day, it's like crazy to me. So, okay, I'll move on to some other stuff. So some other things that I have gotten now, I actually got this a long time ago when I had gotten the surgery, the gastric sleeve. And then I ended up buying a new one, which is the Ninja, the little mini Ninja shaker, protein shaky thing. I have it in the drawer. I didn't want to bring that sucker out. I know everybody really knows what a Ninja blender is. So it's just a little mini one, and it comes with the cup and everything. And I just love those, especially when I had the gastric sleeve. All we could have was like protein shakes all the time. And for like 3 weeks, I think that's all we could have. So I used to have the one way back in the day. So I've recently got a new one once I started the GLP journey and stuff. So that was really, I love that. Another thing that I got, and I used to have one too when I first started with the surgery, is my blender bottle. So I really love the blender bottles. This has a shaker. Now, I go back and forth, and I will show you guys some of the protein powder that I get when I go into my supplements. But I go back and forth from the liquid protein shakes like my Nuri and the Oikos once in a while. And then I use my powdered ones too. So this is really great for that. Ooh, sorry if that was loud for you guys. I'm sorry. But I love my blender bottle, and it's really pretty. See, I told you guys, everything purple. All right. So next category, let me go into the notes again I keep saying notes and comments real quick. Okay. Oh, the creamy. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Jenny says, I'm sure it's great, Britt. I got a Pop Flex planner this year, and usually I like the Lily Pulitzer planners. Oh, yeah, the Lily Pulitzers. Aren't those neat? The creamy. I want a Ninja creamy. Oh, girl, Jenny, me too. That's out of my price range right now. If I can save up, maybe if these vials and these pens go down or my insurance starts carrying it, I can get a Ninja creamy. That'd be great. Grace says, did you get it at Costco? I saw they have one with 2 cups. I'm trying to convince my hubby, and he told me to stop being lazy and just use the wash and the big blender we have, right? So I have a big blender too, but I don't know what it is about this. I think it's just a burnt. Makes it just so much easier. This one I got at Walmart. I got it at Walmart. Yep. But I did see, I actually saw the creamy at Costco and the Ninja, I can't even talk right, mini blender thing. So those were both there. We're going to wait to see what Jenny got Mike for. Oh, what Mike got Jenny for V-Day. Oh, here we go. All right. So everybody, Mike got Jenny a flower for me and my mom and some chocolates, and we went out to a nice dinner together. Oh, good job, Mike. Everybody, tell Mike what a great job. Did good. Good man. That's nice. All right. Let's see. Next category, workouts. Okay, so I'll talk about MyFitnessPal. Yeah, I really don't use MyFitnessPal for workouts. However, it is linked. You can link it with your workout apps. For instance, I think Health Smart is one. The Fitbit, so it links to my Fitbit, so it will give you my steps. What it doesn't do, and that I don't understand, is I will work out and I will track that in my Fitbit. I'll go to the gym or whatever I'm going to do, a walk or whatever. I'll track that in my Fitbit. That does not carry over to MyFitnessPal. Only the steps do. And then in FitnessPal, I will have to then manually put in my workouts, which I don't like that. I don't care for that, and I don't do that. So I just let it carry over my steps. And so MyFitnessPal does have, some workout information in there that you could use if you wanted to. But I use Fitbit. So, and we'll talk about my Fitbit. I thought I grabbed some Fitbit screenshots so you guys can see kind of what it looks like. Let's see if I can do that. But Fitbit, and this is my top question for this category in my Fitbit, is what do you guys use for your exercise tracking, your steps and stuff? Because I'm going to need a new one, as Fitbit is no longer upgrading. They're not going to be really using them anymore. So I've been looking in, and I know I said I didn't want to get the creamy because of the price, but the the Aura Ring is FSA, HSA approved. And I do have that. So I was thinking maybe something like that. And, or maybe the Samsung watch. So I was I'm debating those two things. So let me know what you guys use and what you guys recommend for sure. All right. Let's see some comments. How many steps a day? So if I go and do my mile walk in the morning before work and I do a mile walk afternoon, then I could get up to 7,000 steps. But if I miss one of those miles, it's only like 3,000 to 4,000 a day. And then, but that's where I'm ranging. I'm ranging about 7,000. And I'll be honest, you guys, when I take my shot on Thursday night, my steps on Friday and Saturday, and even sometimes on Sunday are even lower than that. But I do try to get in a mile every day. All right, let's see what Jenny says. Yeah, my Fitbit won't link to anything else right either. I'm truly looking to get Garmin. Yes, I think you might have mentioned a Garmin or somebody had. I have to look into that. Fitbit used to be so wonderful, but they've fallen off yeah, they did. And I don't like it. And my battery is now, I feel like only a day and a half. If that, I'm having to charge all the time. That sucks. Losing a grace, the aura. Britt, what happens when your finger gets small? I know. And it already has. So this is my wedding ring, and I'm actually surprised it's staying on. It's usually very. I'm already down. I know I've got to be down a size. So I think I got this. Man, I want to say it was a 9 or something, and I feel like I'm probably a 7 at this point. So that is a great point there is for the aura ring. Jenny says, I've heard aura ring is good too. Yeah, they're just so expensive. And then of course, anything, it's like going to be like, and I'm not an Apple user, so please don't hate me for it. A new Apple I feel like every year. Same thing with the Aura. I don't even know what number it's up to now, Aura 8 or something. So every time it's just going to have a new one. So those types of things where I'm like, I don't know. Okay. All right. So let me just go back to some other things. Okay, the Fitbit, Samson. Oh, okay. So a couple of other apps that I use as far as workout goes is Wiki Muscle. And I hope I can show you guys. It looked earlier like I would be able to share it with you guys. It's actually pretty neat. And I'm going to try it for the first time when I go. Oh, that's the wrong one. When I go to the gym next, because I think I can use it there too. So I was using it as far as my workouts at home. So once you open it up, I hope it shows you guys kind of. Anyways, it might not be clear enough. Anyway, okay. So on here, it has a workout generator. So I have a female here. And then it's going to say, if you want a single workout get started, male or female, it's already set. It's got my age set at 45. And then I'm going to hit next. And then it says, what's your fitness goal? That sucks for you guys. Can't see it at all. I'm sorry. Lose body fat, which says burn calories and reduce body, get stronger, or gain muscle. So you can choose anytime, which one you want to do. So we'll say get stronger, and then you can choose if you are a novice, beginner, intermediate, or advanced. And then once you choose that, you can then select your equipment. So it's got your own body weight, barbells, dumbbells, kettlebells, machines, cables, all that fun stuff. So once I pick like a few things, then it will have you choose the muscle group you want to work on. So I'm going to choose my arms and my abs or whatever. And for some reason, it's telling me to sign in right now, which I've already have. Anyways, once you do that, it then gives you a workout. And it's really neat. And it's free. So, yeah, that's Muscle Wiki. Gosh. I wrote it down, and I have it in front of my face, y'all, and I can't remember the name of it. Muscle Wiki. Just like Wikipedia. So that one's really neat. Now, for some workout tools, I did add them to my Amazon, and I actually got some right here. I'll grab because I've got, sorry, coming in hot with my gobble neck. Okay, so these are awesome. I got these Renoige resistant bands. These are awesome. I have gotten resistant bands before, and I put them on my fat little thighs, and they just rolled up, and they just didn't work. These are thick. This is medium, and they're pretty medium, heavy, and light, and I've used them all, and they're fantastic. I love them. I have these on my hips, on my thighs, hip area. I just have these like fat deposits, and I've been using these, and I know that I'm on a GLP1 and I'm doing other workouts, but I really feel like these are helping making those smaller. So I really like these. And then my dumbbells and my walking pad that I got. So when I first started a GLP1, I ordered a walking pad. Arizona, you can only walk outside in certain times of the day. And at that point, it was October, but it got rain, when it rained and everything, it was nice because I couldn't go out for my normal walk. So I was able to do my mile walk inside. So that was really great. So the walking pad, I highly suggest if you can't get out that much, pop on your walking pad and watch a YouTube video or watch a movie or, you know, during work. I have a stand-up desk right here, and I tried my walking pad, and that wasn't that easy at, you know, at times and stuff to type and walk and all that. It was okay, but I didn't use it that much for work, to be honest with you guys. So yeah, the weights, resistant bands, walking pads, and just at-home equipment is really what I used. Okay, so let's talk about my measuring and tracking stuff that I use and get into it. So the Renpho scale. And I'm not going to use this for you. I sit there and use it for you guys. But anyways, I can't because I only weigh myself once a week right now. So I'm not going to get on the scale and spoil it for me or you guys. All right. So the Renpho scale, this is it. And I'll show you guys. You stand on it and you're able to pull this up. And you're going to hold on to these two sensors. And you bring it all the way up to your waist about. And then you hold it there and you stay still. And then it measures everything. Everything. The Renpho scale is on my Amazon list in my store or whatever they call it. And let me show you guys some. I think I've got some information on it. It's really neat. Okay, so when you first measure it, as you're measuring yourself, what will happen is that top weight will come up first, and then you'll see little, you know, dials going around as it's measuring your limbs and everything. And then it will stop. And that's how you know you can get off the scale and it's ready. And what's really cool about this is now Renpho has lots of products. Not only do they have the scale, they have also a measuring tape. I don't have that one. I have another one that I use, but it's really neat. You can go to their app and it all can, you know, work together and stuff. So, but I get a lot of information. So you get this body composition and you can check it out. See this where it says report right here? I will show you guys my report. I try to add a share screen. That's what I'm going to have to do. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so when you do your report, you will see, see my body score is not good, but it's gone up. It will give you a full, like a full detailed report. You know, your age, your height. This was February 19th. So yeah, this was off of my last measurement, my last weigh-in and everything. So it gives me my target, muscle and fat analysis. Still tells me my BMI is high. But it's really cool. Now, if you see this segmental fat and muscle balance, that first screen that I showed you guys, this is also on that as well, but it goes into so much more detail in here. It gives us all these other indicators. It's really neat. So I really like this scale. And my goal is to get up as close to, I mean, if I can get up to 80, y'all, I'd be excited. It says a muscular person may exceed 100 points. So maybe one day. All right. So that's, you know, just one of the things that Renpho shows you. So it's really neat. All right. So let's see. So Jenny says the Apple Watch does seem really nice. I love Apple, but at what cost? Right. And that's what I kind of feel about. I feel about a lot of things these days is that even the Samsung watch, what I'm looking in, is over, you know, $300 or something like that. So Mariella has a question. Do you use the Shots app to track your weekly shots? So that will be my next one is yes, I actually use Pep. And let me show you guys. Let's see. I think I have a couple of things from Pep here. No, just this one. No, there's got to be two. Hold on. Give me 1 second because I think I have another one. I need to just add it. So Pep. Now, it's really neat. You can actually do everything in PEP that I've said on all these other apps. Track your water, your food, I think even exercise and all that stuff. But I don't. I just track my shot in there, and I don't know why, because I even track it with other things. I cannot find. I must be crazy. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I was all up in the face over here. I was trying to find my other screenshot I got for it. But anyways, so unfortunately I don't, but it's PEP, and it gives you how many, doses, what dose you're at, and it counts down how many milligrams you're at up until, you take your next shot and stuff. This is actually the second screenshot that it was supposed to be. Let me get this down here. So under here, you have your weight, your water intake, your calories, and it has all of that under this little pop-up. But I wanted to then show you in the second screenshot that if you just hit this plus, that's how you log in everything. So it's PEP, P-E-P. And like I said, I just do this one just for my shot, but it works. Shotzi. I think I've heard of Shotzi. I'm going to have to, Lynn says she uses Shotzi. And then Jenny's asking, is that free, Lynn? I think I looked into it when I started, but I decided not to, maybe because of the payment. Let's see that. Okay, Mariella, how about weights are you lifting? So, yeah, I went, my arms were dead the other day when I went, and I can't, gosh, what did I do? It's going to take me a minute. I'm going to write it down next time, because I feel like for most of it, I'm at 50 or 60 pounds when I'm doing that. I'm going to show you guys, ready to see some muscle, because I'm excited about it, and people are funny. My kids are like, whoa. So anyways, I think it's just because you can kind of see it's a little fat right there. So usually I got all my American flag or whatever flag, but it's here, you guys. It's here, I swear. It doesn't look as good on this as when I really do it. That looks horrible. That looks sad. No, it's not even good on there. That just looked fat. All right, we'll wait. One day it'll be more defined, and I'll be able to do that and look better. All right, let's see. Gray with does those bands affect varicose veins? That's a good question. And I don't have many, and I don't feel the pain myself. So, but maybe with somebody that has more, it could, and I could just imagine with it being tight, but it's the inside, like I can't explain if you can see the material. That's the material. Have I been using these wrong? Maybe the stripes go on the outside. But anyways, no, this is on the inside. You can feel like there's like an elastic in here too that keeps the band on you and straight. But and I would expect, like, just don't go as tight as maybe for varicose veins. Mariella says, I added 20 squats every hour and I haven't noticed a difference. Right? Yeah. So I'm up to, I can go up to 60 squats without any pain anymore. I started at 30, and then I couldn't even sit on the toilet without assistance. And then I went up to 40 and 50 and 60. So, but that took me 5 months to get up to 60 squats. All right. Jenny has planted in my mind I weigh too much for a walking pad, but now it may be possible. Yeah, I'd be honest with you, I did too. And a lot of these walking pads have a weight limit of $250 or $300, and then it goes up. Like the ones that are like $350 to $400, those are the ones that will go up to 350-pound weight or more. So it gets a little bit more expensive with the more weight, but I even wanted to buy those ones that go up to 350 pounds or more, just so I knew that it would be sturdy enough for me. So I get that. Yep. Great for work out the sweat. Yeah. Squats are no joke, you guys. And so just working up, from, one day Marielle will be doing up to 50 to 60 squats and nothing. And, we'll all be doing that. We'll get these booties back. Does the scale measures the BMI? Yes, it does. It does. Let's see right here. Down here at the bottom, if you can see, it shows my BMI. So it tracks it and it measures it. And you can also compare it. I think that's what I do also have. Is that a comparison on my, because I also wanted to show you guys my other, I'll get to it right now actually. So I use my Slim Pal measuring tape and it is really neat. It is Bluetooth to my app, Slim Pal app. And all you got to do is when you come in here, you can click on, add your new measurements and you'll click on left arm. And as soon as you start to measure, you'll see it move in the app. Now, I am not tech savvy. I really wanted to show you guys the measuring tape in the app as it was working, but I'm not smart enough for that. So I don't know how to do that. But this is also great. It also shows you, I think I've got, yeah. So then once, this would be the daily change. So it kind of tell you, I do it every week. So it's going to tell me from my week to week what the change was. But then you can also choose what date you want to compare it to. So, for instance, this one, I don't remember the date I compared. Does it have it on here? Oh, gosh, darn it. Yes, it does. October 27th. So I compared this from October 27th from February 12th. And it tells me the 108 days. It gives us all the stuff. I've gotten minus 5.8 inches in my waist. 3.5 from the hip, 3.92 from the ab. Now my chest, and I'm going to be honest, that one changes all the time because I measure in different bras. And I have some sports bras that really hold them up. And then I have other sports bras that just kind of let them flop. So those measurements are going to be different. But yeah, I really like this one. Now the Renpho scale, like I said, the Renpho also has one like this. And, you could use that one too. I got this on Amazon and I got the Renpho scale on Amazon and they're on my list too. I think I can share no, I don't want to share that one. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Okay. That had me share. I meant to erase this link here, but hold on 1 second. I'm going to actually see if I could. All right, you guys, give me a minute. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to, hold on, I did want to. I'm going to get back to these comments. Thanks, Marielle. I'm going to go through here again in 1 second, guys. I'm going to go back because I don't want to waste your guys' time. And I'm already into an hour almost. So, all right. So I talked about the workout stuff and the resistance. I'm going to talk about supplements and skincare real quick. And then we'll get into the Eli Lilly and the YouTube. So for my supplements, I'm just going to be really fast, you guys, because I don't want to waste people's times that much. My first and foremost that I've been using every single day since I started my GLP1 is these collagen peptides. Now, I heard all that research I had done. I heard about the loose skin and, all that scary stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try this. I had done a video on, I think it was my Costco haul maybe, and I talked about how I haven't seen anything yet. Well, I have seen stuff now. My nails have never been this long. This hand alone, I can barely get them to grow. I type a lot. And to be so funny, this nail literally kind of tore a little bit today and broke. They have not broken. Can you guys, this is strong. These are strong. And I think it was just last week, I was looking at my nails and I was like, oh my gosh, they're long. They're strong. This has got to be that collagen. It's got to be. So I definitely think that this is from me taking, and I take it every day. I put it in my hot coffee, and then I put it in my protein shake, and I make a protein coffee out of that. Now I will say, if you do use this, make sure you mix it in with hot first. So if you're not going to mix it in coffee and you want to put it in another drink or something, what I would do is I would then mix it in a tiny bit of hot water and get that going. And then I'd mix that hot water in your drink and you won't really even tell. Okay. So that's that. My next is going to be creatine. So not only am I 45, so I've been doing the research and I hear about how us older women need to be using creatine, but also with I'm working out a lot, I want to be able to do that. Now with creatine, do be aware that it adds water, I believe, into the muscle. So you maybe gain weight. I don't know. I haven't found that myself. Also, they say to use it every day or you're really not going to see anything like that. So I use this creatine. This is in my Amazon. The collagen is in my Amazon. I think the collagen is actually sold at the price that I've gotten. I think this is sold out. It's not available right now. I'm not sure. I'm just going to talk in my whey protein. I get this from Walmart, and I'm actually looking for new proteins. I think I'm going to try the clean proteins. Those looked really good, so I'm going to be getting those ones. All right. So other supplements, just again, I'm going to go over them, try to go fast. Main importance, fiber, right? We need fiber. We've got to have it. So these ones are great. I get these at Walmart or Amazon, whichever I could find it on sale, the cheapest, because they can be pricey. They go up to, I think, 6 grams. Yeah, 6 grams of fiber. So these are great. All right. Omega fish oil. I use that for brain and whatever else. These are great. They have no fish burp, but they are giant horse pills. So if you can't swallow them, don't get those because that's hard. Biotin, definitely. Hey, maybe that helps the nails and hair too. I don't take this every day. To be honest with you guys, these ones I'm about to show you, I try to remember to take every day, but I don't. That's biotin. The next, my doctor recommended that I must get D3 and K2. So that's one. And then also my B12. Now I have noticed the days I don't take B12, I am tired. And I think it's, for me, it does kind of help my GLP1 fatigue. The last, I think it was a week or so ago, I just worse fatigue, like almost all week. And I realized I hadn't taken B12 the whole time. And so I started taking those. And so the biggest and the best one that I like and I've been loving is this magnesium breakthrough from BioOptimizers. I have gotten this one. I get it on Amazon. I don't get it through their website. And I'll tell you, it's more expensive at the website. Even I've used codes and it's still more expensive there. I know that sucks. I don't want to just promote Amazon. I'm not into, I'm just going to be honest. Now these days, I have to find the cheapest deal. And this is just where they are the cheapest at sometimes. Now it's sometimes they'll be the exact same price too. And I think right now they're the exact same price, but these are great. I've gotten better sleep on these. They've helped me stay regular. These are just really, really great. And do your research on them. The 7 magnesium things that they've got really is 6 more than other magnesium supplements have. And it, really, and then research all 7 of them. So far I've noticed they're all working for me. So they've been great. Okay. Oh, another supplement is the Elements These ones now, I like all of them. I had to get used to them. And I do recommend not to use a full packet if you're not used to them. So I use a half at a time sometimes, depending on it. So like this one, I've got the citrus. Yeah, the citrus is a half a pack. But the watermelon, I'll use the whole one on that one. So it just depends. But these are wonderful. I hike a lot, and with the working out, these ones have just been really great for me to get in that extra magnesium and stuff. So, all right, skincare, I'll talk about that real quick. I started to buy retinol and collagen items, and that is because my turkey neck has started. You guys see sometimes this is the loose skin that I noticed first is in here. So I'm trying everything, you guys. I've tried this. This is on my Amazon. It's okay. Now, what I say is okay about it is I haven't noticed anything. It does not have a scent, so that's cool. However, I've put it on my like chest up here and behind my thighs before, and I got a little itchy in those areas. So I don't know 100% if it was this one, but this or another lotion I tried later. I can't remember. But I didn't want that to happen again, so I didn't put it in the area. But I do recommend some retinol, collagen, some sort of skin firming cream. And yes, I did get the Brazilian butt cream. And funny thing, it's a little one because I thought I ordered the big one, and it was expensive. I think I paid $30, 30 something for this, and I got it in the mail, and I was like, what? It's an itty bitty baby one, and it smells good, and I don't notice anything, but I like it, and I feel cool because I own one. And even my 19-year-old daughter was like, you got the bum bum cream? But it smells amazing, and hopefully it'll firm my bum bum. This is for hair. I started using this day one with my GLP1 because I didn't want my hair to fall out. I use Biolage products. That's what I use. My shampoo, my conditioner, and anything else is Biolage. I've been using Biolage for over 20 years, and I just really love them. This is a scalp treatment. It's really neat. You put it through you got to, I can't remember, separate and put it directly on your scalp, and it's got like this little point to your scalp, and it's this cooling, you feel it's like you're putting like mint or something on your head, and it's this cooling effect, and it's really neat. So again, that's the Biolage Full Rescue. I got this. It is on the Amazon store as well. And my favorites, I do love these, the Medicubes. These are salmon DNA, and they're really neat. I wear it for about 3 hours, it says to wear them, and I really do feel a difference after I wear them. They're fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to look at some comments, then I'm going to get into the other thing. Let me delete this because I did not mean to do that StreamYard thingy. All right. Let's get into these comments. I've just been chatting away. Okay. Fit into anything else? True, please. I'm just kind of reading through some of the stuff. That's the shop ads. Okay. Oh, see those guns, Britt. Yeah, that weren't that great. So Mariella says that she says, I hate that I gained weight every time you use collagen. Really? I have not heard of that before, but that's interesting. The fiber gummy sugar-free. Let's see. I do not believe so. No, these are not. But you can get sugar-free. I believe you can. In that brand. Okay, and yeah, I heard such great. Yeah, I've heard about these in this community. That's how I got them. I didn't even know about them until I started watching YouTube, and I mean watching the GLP1 creators. How much water you're taking daily? Well, Mariella, not enough is what I will say. Not enough. I can push myself to 40 ounces maybe, and that's pushing myself. So that's definitely something I have to work on for sure. Mariella, that lotion. Yeah, this lotion, I'll show it again. Oh, I forgot to show you guys this other thing. So it's this, the skin, and I have few of them. I'm going to eventually try crepe erase and all that stuff, but for now, this is it. Okay, give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Hello. Yes, I got one. I got one because I don't want lines. And I thought I got it for two reasons. Okay, so I wanted to show it, yes, GLP1 because of our, skin and stuff. But I also got it because I'm an aging lady and I need to take care of our stuff. And I've heard about so many things. So the red is, for fine lines. They've got different things: red, pink, blue for acne. So even my teenagers will come and they'll use the blue. Okay, you guys had to say, so my husband didn't know I bought it. And he was standing here, and our bedroom door is just right over there, right? So I opened up the door, I creaked it, and all I did was stuck out my head. I'm going to try to do it. Let's see if I can do it. I said, oh, it doesn't look that right, but that was funny, huh? So anyways, I stuck my head out, and it was pitch black because he was watching a movie, and I think it scared the crap out of him, and it was great. I wish I was videoing that. But so this is also on my Amazon, and I use it. Now, I don't know because I use lots of products, so I wish I could tell you guys which one I'm noticing is doing something, but can I get this to shut off, please? There it goes. Anywho, let me show you guys the little, it's so cute. Now, it does look creepy sitting on my nightstand. However, I feel it's going to be useful. So it's got the little charger. It's got a remote that you could set it, the time. So I set it for 10 minutes and I do it 3 times a week. And I feel like I notice stuff. I'll just have them sit here with me. Okay. All right. Yeah, Mandalorian of skincare. Yeah, I should have been wearing my Star Wars shirt and put that on. But yeah, just another item that I went in and I bought. So I feel like these things that I talk to you about are things that I use to help me along my journey. And I think some of them are fun. I think they're interesting. And I've actually learned the smart scale. I look forward every Thursday, and yes, every Thursday, because now I weigh myself once a week. Every Thursday. So it's really neat. I get excited when I see, want to see it. And even the week that I lost 0, I was excited to see what other things could have happened to my body during that week. So that was interesting. All right. So let's talk about Eli Lilly real quick, and then YouTube, and then I'll let you guys go. And I'm so sorry. I feel like I've been going on forever. All right. So in the beginning, I think there was some Eli Lilly talk, and I'm just going to bring that up. So today about the quick bend. So just to let you guys know, I have been with Eli Lilly since the beginning. I'm about to buy my 6 months worth of supplies on Thursday. So, which is funny because I've been on the vials and I've gotten the 5 milligrams, And my doctor literally just ordered me 2 months ahead and said, well, if you want to, titrate up to 7.5, just send me a message and I'll do that. And so I sent her a message because Eli Lilly said that they were processing the second order. And I found out it was a 5 milligrams. So I messaged her and she said, I need to see her. So I'm going to see her on Thursday and remind her that she's the one that said I should go up to 7.5 because I've been on 5 milligrams. So anyways, with all that, the pricing has gone up. So I paid it's $2.99 for the vials at 2.5 and I believe 5.5. Then it goes, please correct me if I'm wrong. Then it goes up to $3.49. No, $2.99 for the 2.5. $3.49 for the 5 milligram. Oh, I'm losing it. That's what it used to be for the first start. I'm going to pull this up so I get it. Anywho, I'm very excited for the quick pens because I have not been able to afford them paying out of pocket. And it sucked. And I'm nervous with the vials. I still shake giving myself the shot. At the point where I take that needle and I have to pull the plunger to get the air and put it in the vial, I start to shake at that point. So I'm so excited for the quick pens. The quick pens price, just to let you guys know, is the same price that I would be paying for the 7.5 vials. That price goes up so I'm at $4.04, so $3.99 for the 5 milligrams. Once you hit 7.5 in the vials, you go to $4.49, and that's going to be the same price for the quick pen. So I'm getting the quick pen. I'm going to ask on Thursday for that quick pen, and I'm excited to share it. I think I got all that Eli Lilly prices messed up. And I apologize. So the regular price for the 1 month supply of the zip bound single dose vial or the quick pen, because they're same pricing, it's $2.99 for the 2.5 milligrams, $3.99 for the 5 milligrams, $4.99 for 7.5, and $6.99 for the 10 milligrams, $6.99 for 12, and $6.99 for 15. So it looks like where I read, I thought it was only $50 more. I thought where I'm paying for, basically with the supplies, I pay $4.04, but now it's going to be $4.99. And I thought it would only be $4.49. So I'm going to check that out. It sounds like the quick pen might be $50 more for the 7.5 than the vial. And then this thing, it says it goes up to the 700 for the quick pen once it hits 10 milligrams. So that's not the same as the vial, which that's what I thought I heard earlier on other things. So I'll look that up. I mean, if I have to pay $50 more for the quick pen, I don't know. I might have to, I don't know if I'll think about that or something. $50 is $50, right, guys? Okay. Now the YouTube thing, I'm going to talk about that real quick. Let's see. Okay, only 2.5 quick pen is $2.99, and all the other doses on quick pen are $4.49. That's what I thought, but I just Googled it, and that's what it told me more than that. So I was like, what? I think that was from Eli Lilly. That was weird. All right, I'm going to get my crap straight. Okay, Mariella, have you ever considered doing compound since it's a bit cheaper? I have. And I think that once, if I can't afford the quick pen or they don't bring these prices down soon, I will go to compound. Now, what I have found for compound is the prices aren't that much different than what I'm paying. If let's just say for my fill 5 milligrams right now, I'm paying the $4.04 out of pocket. That's what it is. And they send me the needles and they send me those extra supplies. That's what that extra $5 is from. So with that, when I've looked at these websites, Fridays, Mochi's, Hers, Row, you have to pay them a monthly fee. Then you have to pay, just about the same price. So I wasn't sure on that. It may be, and that's what I do remember, the same price if I was to take Zepbound on Mounjaro. But then I noticed on like their Trizepatide thing, it was still like $300. And then you still had to pay their monthly, which I didn't want to do because I don't have to pay my doctor. I have it teledoc through my Blue Cross. And so I don't pay my prescription refills. All those appointments are free. So I'm saving that money with that. So I don't know. But all right. So the YouTube stuff. So I had posted my 18th week and it was fine. It was last week. So it's been almost a week. It was last Thursday night I posted it. Sorry, excuse me. And I'll move this guy. I forgot he was there. He almost scared me. So I posted that, and today I just like this morning or something, YouTube sent me something saying I got banned or whatever. And it told me on that first thing, it told me at minute mark 206. So I went and I looked, and at that part is right exactly. The only thing I'm saying is I lost 3 pounds. That's at that minute, nothing else. And then I appealed it. But when you appeal it, it doesn't like let you type out why you're appealing it. Like it doesn't let you give them a reason at all. And that sucked. So then I appealed it. I click appeal is all you can do. And then I said earlier 5 minutes. I feel like it might have been 7, maybe 8 minutes. They sent me back already a response that it was denied, that the appeal was denied. And then at that point, it said that at minute mark, like 36 seconds in, so they'd given me 2 minute marks of where the issue was. And the first one, the 36 seconds in, I said, I need a drink. And then I pull out the Olipop. So the I need a drink is flagged. So I have my own thoughts, and I did mention in the post. So my thought is, one, somebody trolled and flagged me. I don't know why. People don't have much to do in their lives these days, maybe. And they feel like maybe they felt I was losing too much weight too fast. I don't know. Or what. But so that's my first thing is somebody flagged me. I wish I knew if somebody got flagged or not. And then I'll find out. I'm going to get into these comments in a second. So, and then the other thought is, okay, was it flagged because I said I need a drink, like maybe for alcohol abuse or something? Was that flagged? And then the 3 pounds. So I don't know. I have no idea, but I do know this. I don't do great videos. And the little videos I do have take me forever because I don't know what I'm doing. And then to, editing, I'm just trying to say, I guess it's already kind of harder than I've thought it would be. And then to know that like they're going to start, if maybe they're going to start banning certain words and things like that, that's going to suck for us. And that was another thing is maybe YouTube is going to start coming down. So if you guys know Brittany, if you guys follow the other Brittany, and I even think with Downsize, they got their Facebook's groups taken away and like other things taken away. And I've heard other content creators gotten their videos taken down like mine did, and they didn't say any different words or any kind of self-harm words or anything like that. So that was crazy. So it really pissed me off. And it really made me feel I don't want to do this anymore because this is stupid and I don't, So, okay, I'm going to get into these notes and then I'll wrap it up, you guys, because I went way over. But I wanted to show you all my things, and I want to hear all the things you guys have and stuff. I like to buy stuff. Okay, let's see here. Sorry, going to the comments. I want to know about compounding because I know you guys were talking about it in here. Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Okay, sorry, I'm in these comments. I'm trying. I know you guys have already talked about it, so I don't want to repeat any that you guys have kind of. Losing Grace, I got a bunch of Medicube for Christmas, waiting to go through my current skincare so I can give the salmon. Oh, you got it, Grace. Try it. Try it. I actually got a re-up. I got my first pack of those 4, and that was my last one. I've actually used that one for a while. I thought of actually putting it on today, for the thing, but I'm not going to do that. It's really neat. I think you're going to like it. I noticed my face like right afterwards. I was like, ooh, okay. Let's see. Okay, Sarah, let's see. I'm going to do this comment. I read somewhere today that collagen isn't a complete protein and you need to take it with other protein to get the benefits. Yes, I've heard that. And it actually says that on here. It tells you. So let's see. Da-da. And I learned that when I think I had the haul and somebody talked. Okay. Collagen peptides are an incomplete protein because they do not provide all the essential amino acids your body needs, used to supplement a balanced diet. So I put this in my protein. I mix it with my Nuri or whatever. So I'm hoping that mixing it with that like turns this into that, because it tells us it's got 18 grams of protein. So I want those to be complete proteins, you know? So I'm hoping when I put it in with my shake, it makes it into that. But yeah, that is totally true. That's terrifying. Is that my mask? I should give her a name. I want it to be a lady's name. Ambrosia or something. I want it like, I'm feeling a space name or something. Let's name her. Okay. Waiting on a company to offer me one for free. Yeah, I know. Let's get some more subscriber guys so we could start getting some, you know, what are they called? I can't think tonight, you guys. I've used too many words already. Sponsors. There it is. Sponsors. Let's see. Okay, I'm back to the compounds. That's what I was looking for. Valid point, Britt Marielle. How much is your compound with all the membership fees? Okay, so Mariella says it depends who you go through. Orderly is cheaper and Mochi is $199. So I think when I went to Mochi and I saw the $199, but then it was also their monthly fee on top of that. You pay $199 and that's for everything, the membership, medication. Oh, okay, here we go. $199 all doses and $79 fee. Okay, so then we're looking at, yeah, just over $260. Okay, $278. There, yes, Grace. Grace is a teacher, so she's got the right amount. $278 every month. All right. So does it give you an option of taking outraging video? How weird. Yeah, I wish. So it does. So, okay, this, does it give you the option of taking outraging the video? So yes, it asked me the first part. It said, you could edit the video, go back here and da-da-da-da-da. But I would have had to, I was so confused by the part of wanting a drink and lost 3 pounds. I was like, what do I edit? What do I, screw you guys. That's what I thought. I ain't editing crap. So I think Orderly is cheaper. So if Eli brings his prices for brand down and comparable, would you switch to the brand? Oh, yeah. I'm curious. That's a good question. I'm curious if a lot of people would switch to the brand if they brought their price down. If they brought I feel like that's the reason why people went to Compound, is because the brand wasn't available. And now it's available and the brand's all, they're now having all that whole Compound, direct manufacturer fighting and all that. Okay, that's nice. I disagree. You do have good cotton, very. Thank you guys. I do try to be my true self, but to be honest with you guys, I feel like there's so much GLP1 creators out here now, and I don't want us all to feel the same. I don't want you guys, like, all of you guys on here are all creators, I believe, that are on here with me right now. And I know that we watch each other's videos, and I'm afraid, I guess, I don't want us doing the same videos of each other, and I'm afraid we're going to, and that could be an issues. And then I'm, it's hard to think of other content. So, with the thing that happened with YouTube, to be honest, I had a whole bunch of other content. Not only I have solo camp trips that I'm going to be doing all on my own, and I wanted to bring you guys along on that. So I have that kind of content. We have our property I mentioned earlier. If you guys can see, because this wall drives me nuts. We are actually staying in a casita on my in-laws' property here, because we have moved back home from Oklahoma, and the housing market out here is insane. So we do have property up north, and we would like to get that together and build a tiny village. So I thought I would use that as some content as well. And that's going to be rolling in the next month. We're going to start going up there, and we inherited 10 acres, and we have 10 acres. We have a dilapidated mobile on one, and we have on one that we've had for years. We haven't been out there for 15 years, so it's dilapidated at this point. Animals have taken it over. Then the other property we've inherited is an absolute mess. It's from some hoarders, and it's like astonishing the amount of work out there. But if I can get it cleaned up and everything, we can build a tiny village. We have 6 children. The last one is 16. They're all adults. We have, friends that come in, family that come in, and I would love nothing more than having a tiny village. And I'm talking about a complete village, y'all. I have plans for the main house, the guest house, the kids' houses, my library, my office, the bar, because they're, the pub, it's going to be a pub. And I just, it's all going to happen. And I wanted to take you guys along. But with YouTube freaking out over nothing today, or somebody snitching, dang snitches, over nothing. So that makes me just not want to do it anymore, But you guys have all been so supportive, and you guys make me feel like I don't go, and I really will think about that. I'm going to check that out. Let me go back to these comments, and then we're going to wrap it up. Okay, so Grace says, remember, it's bots handling reports until it escalates to a human, so don't let this discourage you. Keep going. Well, and that I didn't know that actually. I kind of figured it was something to do with bots, and especially how fast it happened. But then it's like, what the heck? What kind of system is that? And first of all, I want to know, did somebody snitch? And if so, then I would like them to say, somebody has flagged you, somebody has flagged you, not just you've been flagged. So then I think, was it my words? Because that then lets me know it wasn't my words, and somebody had an issue over nothing. So that I don't like that part, but it's good to know that the bots, I have heard other people, that have had that happen, and they've gotten to talk to people, and they've gotten to actually message and got the stuff fixed. So you have an awesome channel. Great. Thank you, Lynn. That's very sweet. I get nervous sometimes about my personality, and I really hold back because I cuss like a sailor, and I'm just a dark person sometimes. So I'm gotta reel myself in on YouTube. Let's see, Britt, it's almost always how YouTube works unless you work as an editor, don't know how to edit, but you're doing great. Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry that happened, but thank you guys. Me too. I hope so too. I like it. You guys make me okay. It's kind of like going to work, right? Sometimes we don't like our job. I work from home, and I like my coworkers, so this is a little different. But when I used to go to work, right, sometimes the only reason why I went is because of my coworkers. And that's how I feel with you guys. Like, you guys are my coworkers here on YouTube, and you guys might be the only reason why I show up sometimes. So I, just being honest. Question. Have you checked your, I always get this word, metabolic age lately? Yes, I have. And so on the, I'm going to show you guys real quick. Let me see if I can share the Renfo scale. That is another thing that it gives you. So here's that report, the body. So you can get this report, and it tells you all of that lovely information. So there's that BMI right there. And then you have your body assessment. And if you come down here, other indicators, that's where your visceral fat is, subcutaneous fat, your metabolic age, which I'm 49 and I'm 45. This is a liar. This stupid report is a liar. Anyways, see, Marielle, I just had to bring up old stuff. Okay. Oh, I went to full screen. How did I do that? Hold on, you guys. Oh, there's my comments. Okay. All right, Sarah, Britt, I really appreciate keeping your language clean. I into darky humor, though. Okay, see, thanks. And sometimes I bite my tongue because I've almost cussed, or I might say something, and like, I even have I started another channel called Graves and Ghosts and Things, just because I'm interested in that. And that's why I say dark humor, because that's just all me. And I don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm going to do anything with that channel or anything, but I did start it to create it. But yeah, like I said, I gotta reel my sailor talk and all my other things, and think of, even though I put my content not for kids, I think that I might be kids around. So it's hard. But okay, you guys, I've blabbed on for an hour and a half. Thank you so much for joining my live today. I hope you enjoyed it. And if I do continue to do YouTube, I think I'll continue to do a live another time, and we can just chat about other stuff. But I wanted to show you guys, I've gotten questions on some of the products I used. I actually have a lot more facial products and other things like that. If you guys are interested in any of that, you just let me know. And, again, like I said, I'm still thinking about what I want to do with YouTube. But if I do continue, I can figure that out. I'm going to take a couple days and think about it. So I'm going to go now, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much if you're rewatching. And I want to make sure that was it. Yeah, that's it. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Not knowing how to end this. Here we go. Okay, end stream. Okay, bye. For reals this time.